Hey everybody, welcome to ABA Inside Track Preview Edition. We're the podcast that's like reading in your car, but safer. I'm your host, Robert Perry Cruz, with my fabulous co-hosts.
Good morning, Rob. It's me, Diana.
Oh. Good morning, Rob. It's me,
my God,
Jackie McNacky.
Jackie McNacky.
Oh, I should have known there was going to be a bit. I was not expecting it.
That's my Channel 7 news voice.
Oh, no. Okay.
I'm the meteorologist.
I was just going to say, I think you do weather.
Yeah, I do weather. Along this front. Then there was some rain.
That was sports.
Now it's sports. In sports section.
But this is not actually a news program in the way you were thinking. No, this is a podcast in which we discuss behavior analysis and behavior analytic research. And in between our full-length topic episodes, where we talk about a specific topic in behavior analysis, we do these little previews to kind of give you a heads up of what's going to be coming up in the next week so that you can catch up on the articles that we'll be discussing, and then also to share a little bit from our Facebook and social media community. So why don't we get into that? So actually our next episode is going to be kind of an interesting one. It's going to be our first live episode. We're going to
First live.
Yes.
Which is a bit misleading because when our
Well, it'll be-
audience hears it won't be live.
Right.
Unless you are actually at the audience of the recording itself.
Right. But it will be it's recorded in front of a live audience.
Just like, do you know who else is doing this?
Who?
All sitcoms.
LeVar Burton.
Oh, every
Oh,
podcast.
yeah?
Every
Yeah.
podcast does it.
Yeah.
That's how you know you made it as a podcast, that you go from, hey, I'm recording in my garage or whatever, to, hey, I'm doing a live show that someone might come to.
But with LeVar Burton, he's going to have music and the real authors there.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting.
Fine,
So-
LeVar.
Will be interesting, too. It's just,
Yeah.
will be a different kind of interesting.
I'm
I
gonna
think.
get music behind us, be like bow 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 bow.
Yeah, we've had to order a lot of things. I don't think we've got the budget for a band.
That would be funny.
So if you've seen some of our other preview episodes, we've talked about how we are going to be at the Thompson Conference for Autism. I got that right.
Thompson Center for
Thompson's-
Autism Conference in
Yes,
St.
sorry.
Louis, Missouri
I'm mixed up.
on the dates of October 25th and 26th.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, by the time this comes out, it will be like already
That will have
October.
happened.
That'll have happened already. So if you weren't planning on going to that conference and you watch this and you say, you know what,
You
I think I'm
missed
going to
it.
go. I'm sorry, you missed
missed
it.
it.
Next year.
Just how recording goes. So we will be doing a live recording of an episode. And well, you might have, I don't know if we've had a chance to release it yet, but we did a panel at the Babbitt conference. And so we're going to release that as a bonus episode. But that was a panel that was sort of different. This is going to be an actual recording of us talking about research related to a topic like we would for a given episode. So that's going to be kind of cool.
Yeah.
So the episode itself will be on the topic of supporting students with autism in college. And we have some really, really cool research, very recent stuff that we are going to be discussing, because it is an issue that is increasingly in need of more research. There are more students who need support. I think even in our careers, the idea of a student with autism going to college was one of those, like, I guess that might happen. Who knows? There's a lot of different students. But now it's a very real fact that many, many students with autism are going to college, and there are lots of successes there. But just like with any student, there are different supports that might be needed. And are we doing all we can as a field and in education to make sure that students with autism are having successful times at college? So we're going to be reading and discussing 3 articles. Let me tell you what they are.
Can't wait.
The first is Development of a College Transition and Support Program for Students with Autism Spectrum Disorder by, hold on, a lot of authors here.
Let's tag team it.
Okay, White,
Elias,
Capriola-Hall,
Smith,
Connor,
Asselin,
Howlin,
Getzel.
and Mazefsky. And that's from the Journal of Autism and Developmental Disorders, 2017.
Not gonna lie, I feel a little bit left out.
I
Sorry,
didn't think
Jake.
you could see that.
It was a lot of like,
Okay.
I didn't wanna-
That's okay.
You can do this one.
No, it's okay. I was joking.
An evaluation of specialist mentoring for university students with autism spectrum disorders and mental health conditions by Lucas and James, also from the Journal of Autism and Developmental Disorders, 2017. And then finally, we actually wanted to steal the title of this article for our episode, but we decided that was a little too cheesy, even though we would give full credit for it. Autism
is the
goes
word.
to college. That's the best? That's the best
It's
name.
the best.
Autism Goes to College, Understanding the Needs of a Student Population on the Rise by Elias and White. Also from the Journal of Autism and Developmental Disorders, 2018. 18. We're very excited to talk about this topic. And we're very excited to be doing it in front of, I don't know, 2 people, 3 people who come and watch us
Could be as many
record.
as 10.
Could be.
Could be as many as 2.
Could be as many as 2, yes. And unlike at Babbitt, where we actually personally knew a lot of people that we begged to come and make sure they were in our audience, we don't actually know if anyone we know will be there. So, oh well, we'll see. But if you were the only person who came,
thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming, you. I can see you through my magic
Through the magic mirror. And so that will be our next episode, and we'll be doing it in such a fun venue.
Yeah, it's a great topic.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
And there is not a lot of research out there yet on this topic because it's sort of like the next frontier, right, of thinking about autism services. So we're excited to help just contribute to the conversation by reviewing some of the excellent research that other folks have done, and we'll be looking forward to sharing that with you guys down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we're going to encourage you to do some research, too. If you are excited about this topic, this is an area that needs a lot of research, so this is an area that you could jump into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the episode. Why don't we move into errata? This is the section of the show where we highlight either emails, communications, posts on our Facebook page from the community of behavior analysts at large.
Hi. So
That's you usually, Jackie.
That's me.
Go for it.
I just want to remind everyone that we have an Instagram page under ABA Inside Track, Insta. So you can hashtag ABA Inside Track. I just figured that out like last week.
Oh.
So
You're so cool.
when you hashtag ABA Inside Track, I will respond to you and say something about your picture. So just know that if you want to.
I'm going to do Instagram little movies all the time. I've already shown Diana. I'm going to constantly be doing
that's
Instagram
great.
movies.
Cool. I'm not
great.
I'm not going to be doing those, but yeah. So if you can,
what, like your breakfast?
Yeah. What do you do on Instagram?
I don't
right?
know.
It's a food. Food pictures are huge.
not always food.
They're
But
pretty
anyway.
big on Instagram.
Sure they are.
If I know anything about Instagram,
No, they are.
which I don't.
But yeah, so we have an Instagram page, so just want to remind people of that. I'm doing a little bit better at posting. We're doing that. Yeah, and on our Facebook feed, listener Elizabeth asked us for a reference that we discussed a few episodes back about how to determine the need to intervene when team members recommend an alternative form of treatment to address problem behavior. So, and replace this experimentally validated methods. And we went over a decision tree. And we wanted Elizabeth to know that that is in episode 26. And it was a reference to a Broadhead article.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Episode 26 is an ethics episode titled How to Talk to Non-Behavior Analysts Without Really Trying. And it's got several good references in there for exactly that purpose. And Sir Matthew Broadhead's article is one of our very favorites.
Yes.
So you can look up the full reference on our webpage under that episode.
Yeah. And then another question from a listener: how can I get my completed CEU information for upload to my BCBA portal prior to receiving our CEU certificate? So usually we will complete the CEU information within a day or two and resend it back to you. So if you know the secret code words and you upload the secret code words to PayPal and pay, usually within a day or two, you will receive your CEU certificate that you can then upload to the BACB portal.
Yep. It's all on. You go to the website. There's usually a link in the show notes for every episode. Take you right to that page, and you just click, I want CEUs, and it has a little form. You just fill it out, and it comes right to us. Now, all of our CEs at the moment, we're always looking into ways to speed up the process, but they are artisanally crafted certificates made by Diana. I remember I used to make them, but that
was 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago, and Diana's taken that job on, done it so well. She has a great system in place, but they do need to be done by hand at the moment because we don't have the resources to automate that differently. We're looking into it. So, but even so, we still have an amazing turnaround time. So thank you.
You're so
Diana.
welcome.
Thank you
Yeah, thanks, Diana.
Like there was one night a few weeks ago where I was super tired and I had a headache and I was unable to do them that particular evening. Almost always I do them every evening. So if you don't get one, it's coming the very next day, I assure you. You can also look on the website under the Get CEUs page, and I've created a beautiful graphic there on the process. It's going to show up right here right over Rob's head.
I have to edit something in. Give me more work.
On the process of getting CEUs, goes through all the steps, and it's really lovely. So take a look at that.
Okay, and then one more thing is that a long time ago, actually last year, we were doing something called Me Monday.
I know I fell off the bandwagon.
But it was fun, but we did a really fun one with a picture of Pavlov, and it says, "Why is Pavlov's hair so soft? Classical conditioning." But I don't know why it's hit a resurgence, not a behavioral resurgence, because that's not what we're talking about here. It's a different thing, but it's hit a resurgence, so people have actually started sharing it again, which is funny.
Nice.
Oh.
But it's pretty funny.
I did not write it, by the way.
No.
I found it, so don't take
it. It was found, but
it's a good one.
It is a good one. So I wanted just to make you laugh for a moment.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah. So that's that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Great.
And yeah, I think that's all I want to tell you about today.
Okay. Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Jackie. And thank you all out there for listening to the show. If you have listened before or you're new to the show, please feel free to subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, or anywhere else you get your podcasts. Were you just kind of leaning on me? Did I forget something?
No.
You're just doing it? Okay.
That's cute. Nobody leans on me.
You and you next.
Okay.
Oh, good.
You can also find us online as ABA Inside Track. We're all over social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and on YouTube. And then please feel free to email us at any time at abainsidetrack@gmail.com. We love getting feedback, whether it's in the podcast apps or whether it's just you dropping us a line. So that'll take us to the end of our preview episode. We'll be back next week with our full-length live, two people who came to see us live recording.
Live.
I hope we did amazing.
On autism at what do we call it again?
Autism.
I want to call it
college.
Autism Goes to College. It's the best.
Autism
but
at
Autism
College.
at College is what we're calling it. So we don't want to steal Elias and White's cool
Less clever.
name.
Yeah.
But until then, keep responding. Bye.
Bye.